Some CS2 skins are super expensive, but I am sure that most of you have absolutely no clue how expensive they can actually be. So I'll show you the top 10 most expensive CS2 skins in existence in 2024. First off, we have the butterfly knife Doppler, and in specific the sapphire version, which is a super rare pattern, and this pattern basically means that the skin is fully blue, and at the peak of the CS2 hype, these were selling for over $20,000 each. Then we have the AK-47 gold arabesque factory new, but not just any gold arabesque. I'm talking about the #1 lowest float in the world. And a fun fact about it, this one was traded up by Sparkles and it is currently for sale for $39,000. Obviously, I am not sure it's going to sell for all of that, but it should be at least 30k, so it fits in this position. And before we go to the next skin, this video was sponsored by Skins Monkey. Skins Monkey is a CSGO trading platform where you can trade your old rusty CSGO skins for some new shiny ones in just a few seconds. The way it works is pretty simple. You select the skins you want to trade and you select the ones you want to get. You click trade and it's done. If you use my code OZNI on the website, you get a bonus of up to $5 for absolutely free when you trade on the website. And you also get a 35% bonus when buying balance. On top of that, they have daily, weekly and monthly giveaways in the freebies page. The link to the website is in the description, and thank you Skins Monkey for sponsoring this video. Now we have the Sport Gloves Pandora's box, and these are special as they released in the first ever glove case in CSGO, and gloves in general are super rare in factory new because the lowest float they can be is 0.06, which basically means that factory new ones must be between 0.06 and 0.07 float, and the highest sale of these in factory new happened in May of 2023, in which they sold for $50,000. Ozni from the future here. While I was editing the video, I actually noticed that one of these sold for $61,000 last month, so apparently they are even more expensive than I thought. Then we have the Op Gungnir in factory new, and this skin came out in 2019, and a fun fact about the skin is that it looks basically the same in battle scarred and factory new, and a battle scarred version costs around $7,000. But the most expensive Gungnir possible is the #1 lowest float, which sold just 1 month ago for a record number of $74,000. Yes, that is crazy, but hold on, because it's about to get even crazier. The next one is the AK-47 Wild Lotus in factory new, but this one has 4x Katowice 2014 Reason Holos, and it sold for, you're not ready for this, $160,000 on buff back in March of 2023. And crazy thing is that this skin probably isn't the most expensive AK-47 Wild Lotus, as this is only the 29th ranked in terms of float, and there is a lower float one with 4x Titan Holo stickers, which is probably worth even more. Now we're entering the top 5, and here we have the StatTrak M4A4 HAL factory new, and the M4 HAL is one of the most iconic skins in Counter-Strike, and the most expensive M4 HAL sold in Counter-Strike history happened in April of 2023, in which this HAL that you're seeing right now with 4x iBuy Power Holos sold for $210,000 on a Twitter auction, which is absolutely insane. Then we have the AK-47 Case Hardened Blue Gem, and AK-47 Blue Gems with the 661 pattern are super rare and obviously very expensive. And this one I'm showing you has 4x Titan Holo stickers, and it sold for, get ready, $400,000 back in April of 2023. And if you think this is crazy, you are not ready for the next ones, because we're entering top 3, and in the third spot we have the Souvenir Op Dragonlore factory new, and this is the most expensive op in CS2. There are only 115 of these in existence, and in factory new this one costs about $150 depending on the float. The top 2 Souvenir Op Dragonlords in terms of float have had their stickers scratched, but the most expensive one is the souvenir of Dragonlord, which I'm showing in the video, and this one is worth around $430,000. And now we're going for the top 2. In the second place we have a sort of a new skin, and it is the StatTrak factory new AK-47 case hardened blue gem. And this is the most expensive AK skin in the game. It has the 661 pattern, just like I showed you before, which is considered the best and rarest pattern for this AK. Only one of these exists in the world in StatTrak, and it's really hard to estimate how much it's worth, but what we know is that there is currently a $1 million offer for this AK. The owner started by asking for 2 million, but due to the lack of offers, price has come down to 1.5 million. But to my knowledge, 1 million is the biggest offer so far, so that's the price that we'll go with. $1 million for an AK is absolutely insane, but the top one is even crazier, and this is the Karambit case hardened blue gem. The special thing about this is that it has the 387 pattern or the scar pattern, which might be the most legendary skin in Counter-Strike history. Chances of unboxing this knife are 1 in 371 million, which is absolutely mind-blowing. It was first bought in 2016 for $100,000, but the price has spiked so much. A well-worn version of this knife sold for the same $100,000 last year, so imagine how much this factory new one is. It hasn't been sold yet, and it doesn't look like the owner wants to sell it, but he refused a $1.5 million offer for this knife, so it is speculated that it could be worth around 2 million. As you can see, there's some absolutely crazy skins in this video, but there's a few ones that I would like to cover as honorable mentions, and the first one is the Karambit Crimson Web factory new, which are very rare factory new. This also works for the Butterfly Knife factory new, and I'm not a Crimson Web specialist, so this one is very hard to price, but this pattern is considered the best one possible for the Crimson Web, and one of these has sold for over $14,000. The Sport Gloves Vice factory new are also super rare and expensive. I already explained why factory new gloves are so rare, but these are very hard to price. However, the number 2 lowest float is currently for sale for around $40,000. I am not sure it is worth that much, but you can tell that it's going to be crazy expensive. The average sale price of these in factory new recently has been from $17 to $18K. And then we have the souvenir of Dragonlord in other conditions. As I told you before, the most expensive one is $430,000 in factory new, but the minimum wear version last sold for around $88,000. The field tested was $70,000 just a few days ago, and the battle card sold for $29K also a few days ago. All of these would fit in the top 10, but it would make the video very boring, so I'm including them here because it's basically the same skin. And that is it. These are the most expensive skins in CS2. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel for daily CS2 content.